This event this evening is co-sponsored by the Katz School and the Revel Graduate School of Jewish Studies of Yeshiva University. And so you have our banners over here. But it is also co-sponsored by the SUNY Confucius Institute. And we would like to acknowledge here Dr. Chen Jie and Chen Xiaohong of SUNY. And I'd also like to introduce Dr. Guy Albieri, who is the vice president at SUNY, and he supports our innovative cross-cultural dialogue. So let me ask Dr. Albieri to say a few words for us, please.
Thank you, everyone. Ni hao. Imagine an amateur tennis player, and you're honored with meeting your favorite tennis star, like Agassi or Nadal. Or imagine that you're a pop culture aficionado and you meet Lady Gaga. Huh? That is me today, all right? I am what is called a weekend or a Metro North student of philosophy, so I study philosophy on the train when I go home. That's not part of my background, but Confucianism has always been a passion, and today I get to meet Dr. Enping Chin, who is the goddess of Confucianism, and I was able to get her autograph. So today is a big day for me. I'm super excited about it. Think of a hysterical teenager when he meets his idol. That is me right now, but I am a grown professional, so I don't show my emotions like a hysterical teenager would, but that's how I feel inside. It's an important night. Philosophy plays a major role in our lives, as Dr. Chin writes in this book. Confucius told others, there is nothing I can do with a man who is not constantly asking, what am I to do, what am I to do? This is a question we will eventually all ask as we encounter the challenges, strategies, and obstacles of life. Eventually, we'll be on our knees, raising our hands to the sky, asking, what should I do, what should I do? And philosophy, ancient thought, gives us direction in that way. Confucius offers a philosophy for a time of crisis. We suffer an existential crisis right now. Rousseau once said that beasts have prescribed roles by nature, and we don't. We are free. We are free. We don't have prescribed roles, but with that freedom, it comes the burden of choice. So are we really free, right? And we are now entering a period of human existence described as liquid modernity. Certain concepts from the old modernity were solid, well-defined. You think of family, you think of politics, everything had a certain form. And now in this liquid modernity, everything is being changed. There is everything now is up for reinterpretation. Everything is being deconstructed, rewritten. Name one area of human existence, and you can any area of human existence, you can find examples of how this is the case. Before there were very solid forms on how politicians should behave, and now politicians behave in any way they want, and we kind of all accept it. Family values are, being rewritten. Parents were parents. Now they're friends. They're everything, and everything else. Before you had 12 friends in childhood. Now you have 500 friends. So everything is becoming liquid. It's becoming without a form. What this has created and what Brazilian philosopher Forbes calls is a decompassed humanity, a humanity without a compass, with a humanity that's kind of lost with no sense of direction. And philosophy or ancient Chinese thought can give us that direction. In Enping Chin's writing, I recently found some of that direction, that inner knowledge about who am I, where I'm headed to. I've always been a very anxious person and always thinking, what's wrong with me? Why do I feel this way? Not anxious in the way that we see now in college campuses, that sometimes, people are really suffering without being able to be productive. But I've always suffered with that. And then I found the answer in her book. She writes, both men, and she's referring to Confucius and the Duke of Zhou, always lived with an anxiety that was constant, but energizing. Anxiety about not having done enough. This worry, together with hard work, was what separated the superior from the ordinary. So I found that in me. I was like, wow. So my anxiety maybe has a purpose. And that anxiety is to, keep on going, solve all the problems that I have at work and in life and in society that I haven't been. So all of a sudden, I had that sense of calm, and that's what philosophy can bring us. And we are very excited to have her to learn more about what Confucius has to bring to us. These life stories and these life lessons that can make us have a better understanding of the world we live in. Again, we are the Confucius Institute for Healthcare at SUNY Optometry. We are just a couple of blocks away from here, so I invite you to all come to our campus, learn more about Chinese philosophy. We're always trying to bring Chinese philosophy to our students. We actually have Dr. Chin there tomorrow. And thank you very much for being here tonight. Thank you very much.